So hi, I'm Dave Farmer. I'm CEO and co-founder of Harnham Group.
Hi, my name's Simon. I'm chairman and co-founder of Harnham. 15,000 placements. Did you ever think we'd get there?
No. So obviously when we started, you imagine you're going to build something, you imagine you're going to do something great, but it took us a couple of months to do number one. So you never think that it will grow into this thing that is where we are now. I also thought, like, we're nearly 19 years in now, probably didn't think we'd get that far either, but actually we've built this incredible team that have taken us forward. So looking back, what do you think one moment has been that's really shaped the outcome and the growth of the business?
I wouldn't say a moment, I'd say sort of a policy or procedural in terms of being really disciplined about vertical markets and as a company being specialising in one thing. I think if you can specialise in a growing market and do it really well and become an expert and become, top of the tree in one thing, that's much more valuable to clients and candidates than just being another generic recruitment agency. And I think also having a discipline internally to stop people working on projects which are outside where we'd like to go. I think, so having this discipline and focus as a business, I think separated us massively from other people. We've seen the market change massively in the 19 years from when we started just doing SaaS basically as a product, and we recruited around in the first first software within data. How do you think we managed to stay relevant for the rest of the 19 years?
I think the way that we've learned with the market and grown with the market has been a real key to our success. And I think we've done that through making sure that we learn about what the next evolution is. And I think it's the passion of the team now that I really hear and see, that passion for knowledge about data and about AI that has really allowed us to continue to grow. So obviously in September, we enter our 20th year as a business.
Yep.
From those early days where it was just me and you in our lounge at the time. How do you sum up that time and that growth of the business in more than just numbers?
What we have done is we've been someone that's a catalyst for the growth, on a small level, but a significant one, of getting young people, getting old people, getting diverse people, getting everyone into data who perhaps wouldn't have had the chance previously. So of the 15,000 placements, what are you most proud of?
I think we've built a relationship in the relationships in the industry as well, but equally, each one, I like to think we've made a bit of a difference. It's when you hit these milestones and when you think of it like this, that it stops being just a number and it becomes each individual person and placement, and everyone has a story.
I agree. And you'll bump into people and they go, oh, I know Harnham, and you go, oh, okay. And then you'll find out that we placed them at some stage in their career and they're really grateful for it. And that's lovely to hear.
Actually, with data underpinning everything AI, we're obviously right at the forefront of the AI revolution, and we are the talent behind the data and AI revolution. What we're seeing is our ability to move with our clients into that space and really lend a hand through the experience we have, not just of hiring hundreds of people into AI over the years, but also the experience we have in-house of training in AI through the Rockborn business, having Wasim and the Rockborn team who've not just trained on it, they've implemented it, they've worked on it. It means that we've been able to design these guides to say to clients, hey, you're right at the start of this journey, you don't quite know what you're doing yet, but ask us the questions and we can support you with that journey.
So Abby, hopefully you know that you are actually Harnham Group's 15,000th placement globally in data and analytics, and this is from almost 20 years ago when we started. Can you first of all start by telling us a little bit about yourself? Tell us about your background and the path that led you to Rockborn.
Yeah, so before I came to Rockborn, I was doing a biology degree at university, and there was aspects of that were quite data heavy, and that's where I kind of felt a love for data and wanted to explore it a little bit further. So I looked into Rockborn and saw what they had to offer, and I really liked the training that they had to help kind of bridge what you learn at university to what you learn in the workspace.
Tell me a little bit about how we kind of tailored our training to you, because everyone's quite unique in the learning experience, right? So how has our learning experience for you individually helped you in your placement and helped you with your kind of career?
It was very tailored to each individual person. I myself am not very technical. I much prefer kind of the communication, problem solving side of it. So the broad range of training that Rockborn gives to you allows you to delve into your strength. The coaches were very hands-on, and I love the soft side of it as well. So doing stakeholder management, it definitely pushed you out of your comfort zone. That's not something that you'd do at uni or that you'd necessarily learn in a workplace.
So Abby, you're obviously on placement now with Rockborn. Talk us through a little bit about the client that you're with, the type of work you're doing, your role, and the support you get from Rockborn as well. My
placement is with a company in the insurance industry. I'm working as a data business analyst, and my role is extremely varied. Every day is different. So I've done some work on entity relationship diagrams, so mapping those out, done some work on analysing SQL code for some flows that the business has. I've done some work on Power BI on one project that I was on. They needed a report built up, so I was able to do that for them really quickly, and it was nice to see that kind of used by the business and showed in meetings and stuff. I've really loved my role so far in my placement. If I had the opportunity to stay there permanent after I graduate from Rockborn, then that'd be really great. But if not, I know that I've got that connection with Harnham to turn to them to help me find my future career.
So a big part of our process is once you graduate from the academy is pairing you up with an organisation that will help you develop further and actually is in line with your values and what you want to do as a career option as well. Can you just talk us through that process? How did it all work? How did you get lined up with the client that you're with at the moment, and how's it going as well?
Yeah, so once we finished our training, we spoke with the Rockborn team and kind of spoke about our strengths and weaknesses, what we disliked, what we liked, and they tailored your placement to your strengths and weaknesses. So for myself, I didn't really like the technical side as much, and I quite enjoyed the soft skill side, communicating with people. So when it came to placements coming up and interviews with different clients, I was put forward for the less technical side of things.
If I think about the impact that Harnham Group has made to 15,000 lives in terms of their careers, can you talk to us a little bit about how it's impacted your life, your career, and what you have planned for the future as well?
Yeah, sure. So I think Rockborn and Harnham crossover that they have, so being with Rockborn has really helped that stepping stone in my career. So going from university into the working world, if I didn't have that stepping stone that Rockborn provided me with, I think I would have a very different career and possibly wouldn't be at the stage that I am at now. So it's great to know that I've got that connection with Harnham, so wherever the future might take me, I've got that connection here and I can turn to them and they can help me find a role in loads of different places.
I saw a data model up on your screen when I walked past your desk today, and it gets me so excited to see how amazing you're doing in your placement, and we get incredible feedback on you. So congratulations, well done, and thank you for all the hard work that you put, and well done for being the 15,000 placement. I don't know if you get anything for it, but I'll organise something for it for sure.
Perfect, no, thank you for the opportunity, it's been great.